Shea.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Well, on Tuesday, we learned that Democrats actually don't know how to rig an election. Donald Trump swept all the swing states, won the popular vote, and Republicans took back control of the Senate. It's like we're living in a computer simulation.
So, yeah, he says actually Democrats don't know how to rig an election. So this exaggerates the conspiracy theories around election rigging, humorously suggests that Democrats are so bad at it. And also it mocks the claim often made by Donald Trump supporters that the election was rigged.
And whoever's controlling Trump has a cheat code. He's invincible. He's like a character in Grand Theft Auto who throws a prostitute out of a car and drives straight to the White House.
So for here, he compares the political figures like Trump or the people behind him to a video game character which done a lot of illegal criminal things. So he mocks Trump's action and those public persons like him to a morally questionable game character.
But don't you guys worry. If I know Democrats, they're going to take a long look in the mirror, learn from their mistakes, and then run Biden again in 2028.
He says they're going to learn from their mistake and run Biden again. So it is even ironic because it suggests that Democrats, despite their mistakes, they would never learn things from their past, and they were likely to repeat the same error and by running Biden again. So it marks the lack of changing the party's decision, and they never learn from their past.
And how did I let y'all convince me that rural Pennsylvania would pick the Jamaican Indian lady? Clearly, I've been spending too much time with you white liberals and your goofy optimism. It wasn't even close. At one point, Trump was so far ahead, they put in Bronny. I mean, what the...
Yeah, so he says sometime at one point, Trump was so far ahead, so they put in Bronny. It's using parody and irony because the idea that election results were somehow manipulated when Trump was so far ahead. And it humorously suggests that Bronny, just to highlight this point, I think. Yeah.
During Trump's victory speech, he promised that this will truly be the golden age of America. You know, because things turn golden when the sun is setting on them.
Yeah, so basically it's using irony because the idea of golden age usually means something bright or prosperous, but compares to its sunset, such as the golden age represents the decline. So he's mocking Trump's overly optimistic and often unrealistic promises.
It is believed that J.D. Vance may have helped Trump's numbers with Catholic voters, which is kind of crazy because J.D. Vance converted to Catholicism as an adult. And I'm sorry, you're not really a Catholic man unless you survived being an altar boy. My strategy? I disguise myself as a lesbian.
So he says, my strategy is to say I disguise myself as a lesbian. So it's using exaggeration and absurdity to exaggerate the character's approach to gain power and influence. So idea of I discuss oneself as a lesbian is ridiculous, over-the-top way to suggest trying to appeal to a specific voter group by saying specific things. Yeah.
So y'all gonna let a man with 34 felonies lead the free world and be the president of the United States? That's it. I'm listening to R. Kelly again. I already do, but I'm gonna stop pretending I don't. If white people can elect their felons, I could dance to mine.
Yeah, so he mentioned that Donald Trump has got 34 felonies and become the president. So he's comparing Trump's to R. Kelly's criminal history. So it highlights the contraction in American politics. And yeah, it's using irony as a satirical technique.
President Biden and President-elect Trump will meet in the Oval Office next week, where Biden will finally finish a sentence he started at the debate. With Republicans now in control of the Senate, there is a three-way race for majority leader between John Cornyn, John Thune, and Rick Scott, which represents the kind of diversity Republicans bring to politics. Gray hair, white hair, and no hair.
Yeah, so it's using juxtaposition, and the line, like he highlights the lack of true diversity in Republican Party, and it contrasts the candidates' different hair color. To mock the party's claim of diversity, points out that the diversity is always superficial.
A new report shows that after Donald Trump was elected, the wealth of the world's 10 richest people grew by more than $60 billion. Yep, the richest people immediately got richer. But don't worry, I'm sure yours is coming soon, Earl.
So obvious, the poor people's is not like soon get richer. And actually, he mentioned that Donald Trump is making, it's like, it highlights the growing divide between the rich and poor in a humorous way. So yeah, it's using exaggeration and also irony on Trump's political actions that divide from rich and poor. Yeah.
Before the election, Trump said he would let RFK Jr., quote, go wild on medicine, which is what Democrats have been doing all week.
Yeah, so he shows a picture when he says go wild on medicine, and the picture is about a drug. So it's using a satirical technique, which is like probably irony or parody. And yeah, it mocks the Trump's promise to let JR take drastic action with medicine and comparing it with the Democrats' action. So it parodies the Trump's often unpredictable politics, while ironically pointing out how the Democrats also overdo things in their own way.